Hi, thanks for watching. Today we're going to talk about motion sickness driving in these beautiful mountains of Colorado Springs. So if you want to see just how crazy I am about preventing motion sickness, stay tuned. My name is Fran and I am president of Springs Choice Welcome Service. So the first thing I want to talk to you about for preventing motion sickness is medications. I highly recommend that you use some form of medication if you need to be absolutely serious about preventing your motion sickness. I use this Dramamine a lot. I've also used Bonine. This is regular Dramamine. I have taken up to 2 of these at times when I need to get really serious about it. And it does make me drowsy, but it's worth it to me. But I've got a lot more other tips besides just medication. So the next thing I want to talk about is essential oils. And I put this next in line because you can actually put essential oils with some of the other techniques. You can mix it together. So one of the essential oils I recommend is cardamom. Where is it? Can you see that? It's a spice. It does come in supplements as well. If you want to ingest it to help you as well, it's really good for digestion, and the oil is really good as well for preventing motion sickness. This is my #1 choice. So there's also this blend, and I'll read what's in this blend here. It has, what does it have? Peppermint, ginger, caraway, coriander, tarragon, and fennel. So those are also really good. This works really good as well. I roll this on my tummy sometimes. So this is a little pack that I keep in my car. Let me show you what's in here. So this is just for those little unexpected road trips where we're going to be going down a sort of a windy road, but I don't need to get too serious about it. Is my own blend of oils, which has some of the ones we talked about, and none other than my little C-bands. So acupressure is another good way to help with motion sickness. These, I think these are official C-bands, but you can also just apply the pressure. In the description below, I'm going to leave a link to the very best acupressure video that I found for motion sickness. You can also home make these because you can take little exercise bands or other type of bands and then put some sort of little bead or something, and these press right here, and they help a lot too. And you can put essential oils on here as well. And then for a lot of people, motion sickness comes from their eyes. Those people will tend to get motion sickness in, like, say, like a 3D movie and things like that, or virtual reality. So I highly recommend in that case that in addition to maybe some of these other methods, you cover your eyes and close your eyes. An eye mask is a nice way to really block out light and feel more relaxed. I think just doing it is relaxing. And in addition to just closing your eyes, you can cup your eyes, and that's a proven relaxation technique that you can do. You can rub your hands together and cup your eyes for extra energy and comfort. And then the other thing is you can add just a little bit of essential oil to the eye mask, but be careful because you don't want to get those oils in your eye. So maybe put it on the band part of the mask or something like that where it wouldn't actually get into your eyes, but it's still kind of close to your nose so that you can, inhale it and feel better that way. Another tip I have for motion sickness is to avoid dehydration, because even though you might not want to put anything in your stomach, I still highly recommend you take little tiny sips at the very least consistently with your water. Just take little sips and keep it going. Think of it kind of like your own little personal sipping IV. It's your little IV drip, right? So just keep drinking your water, because dehydration will make motion sickness even worse. So I think we mentioned peppermint oil when we mentioned the essential oils. If not, that's definitely one of the ones that a lot of people like, soothing to the stomach. So have some go-to mints on you. It's always another good thing to have. And another thing you can do to stay hydrated and calm your belly at the same time, besides sucking on a mint and drinking water, is to actually drink cold tea. Just drink like a very light like chamomile tea, so not brewed too strong, and have like a cold brew with no sugar or anything, just a simple cold brew of like a peppermint tea or a chamomile tea. That could also be a nice way to get the hydration along with the soothing. Some people like to use these kinds of things, antacids, when they don't feel well. They can be effective, but you can overdo them, and I find them to be a little bit constipating. So you do have to use these with caution, but they can be very helpful for some people, especially if you feel like the acid's building up too much in your stomach and you just want to ease that down. These kinds of things can be helpful. Another tablet that can be helpful when you're feeling nauseous are these tablets here. They're actually pretty effective as well. And I would only use these again if you really needed it. And let's not forget about good old distraction. So in addition to maybe closing your eyes, you can add these headphones. These ones will put extra pressure and have more noise reducing, and these aren't even like the good ones. I didn't pull out the ones like my husband has. They're the noise reducing that go around your whole ear. So kind of play around with what kind of ear coverage feels good to you. You can just do the little buds as well, but those will actually help you as well, especially if sound, like the sounds, are affecting how you're feeling as well. It's a distraction, and it could actually have a good effect as well from drowning out sounds that might be making things worse for you. And let's not forget about breathing. I find that taking soothing breaths, taking longer, deeper breaths, but not too deep, but you definitely don't want to hyperventilate, but you just want to be mindful of your breathing, because I find that helps calm me, because some of my motion sickness is anxiety induced. And then also kind of what goes with me is scents. So if I'm breathing fresh air, then I start to feel a lot better. So if you can roll down a window or get some air conditioning going so that the air is being filtered or feels cool and feels fresh, then that'll really help. I know for me, my nose definitely affects how I'm feeling. So with nothing but fresh air and a little bit of essential oils, it really goes a long way. And last but not least is the whole being the driver or being in the front seat or looking at the horizon thing. I think anybody that suffers from motion sickness knows this to be true, but it's no different when you're driving in the mountains, that it helps if you're the one driving. And I find that to be because I know just how far to push the curves. So I know how fast or slow I need to go to make that curve less nauseating to me. So driving actually helps me, because then I have control over how fast or slow I'm going. And if you need to go slow on those mountain roads, don't you worry about anybody else. You just go to the next pullover that you can and pull over at anybody that's behind you, and you can let them pass. But you need to think about yourself too. I really hope that these tips helped you. It kind of made me look a little neurotic, but you know what? If this helps somebody, then it's worth it, because I know that it can be miserable to feel motion sickness, because once it kicks in, it sometimes doesn't like to go away. And so this ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure in my mind. And I just really hope this helps you on your drives here in the mountains or anywhere, really. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please like or subscribe and comment. It really helps support this channel and what we're trying to do. Thank you very much. Bye.